Guys, spring is here. We are having a lot of blossoms. Looks very pretty, but not so good actually, this blossom that we are having here, because this is an alien plant. I don't know if it's invasive. I think it's invasive. I'll just have to check that up. So there's a difference between alien and invasive, right? Alien means that it does not belong in that area or in that region. It was introduced by different means, mostly by people that travel from other parts of the world, that come to other parts of the world, and they introduce it in that area, region, whatever the case. And what happens is it does not, so most aliens, what makes them become invasive is when they start to outcompete indigenous or like your local plants, because they do not have any natural predators. So there's nothing in that area that has evolved or adapted to that particular plant, so it doesn't have like natural animals or insects that eat on it, or so it literally just flourishes more than the local ones, which have like animals and insects that have adapted to eating them and whatever the case. So anyway, this is a blossom, as I was saying. It looks very pretty, but it does not belong here, but it's fine because we are not in the wild, we are in our back garden, I suppose. And I just want to show you guys how pretty these flowers look. We're gonna go into the app now to identify it together, but yeah, it's a lantana. It's a lantana. Zoom closer. It does look pretty, my goodness. So some plants were introduced intentionally by travelers back in history, when they travel around the world and they find an area to settle in or whatever. They would come with like their favorite or good looking flowers. For example, the jacaranda, you'll see a lot of in Pretoria. There's a lot of streets that have these trees that make the whole street look purple, and it's like a canopy over the street, and it looks purple. It looks beautiful, and the reason why it was bought is because it looks that beautiful. So it was intentionally introduced by people back in time when they were coming here and they loved it and how it looked, so they introduced it intentionally. I don't know about this one, but the way it looks so pretty, I wouldn't be surprised if it was introduced intentionally anyway. And one interesting thing I find about this plant, if you take the leaf, guys, let me grab a leaf. The leaf smells like a guava, like literally. If you like this leaf, if you smell it, it smells like a guava, guys. I can't actually make you smell in front of the camera. But if ever you see this, just grab the leaf and smell it. And if it smells like a guava, just know that you have an alien plant in your garden or whatever. It literally smells like a guava. So yeah, I don't know if I can get a better view to show you how big it is. It's not that big. It's a small anyana bush. So yeah, I thought I should just share that with you guys. We're gonna go into the app together now so that we can just have a look at that together. Cheers. So this is the app I use. Picture this. I'm actually gonna do a review of this app shortly after this video, so do stay tuned for that. It will be coming up shortly after this video. Really love this app. This is how it looks when you open it. It's very good with identifying different plants. So I'm just going to scroll down. You can see there's a lot of nice articles. Right in the home page, talks about tricks, tips, flower of the week. It's really nice. So I'm just gonna go to the identify button so that we can identify the plant that we just saw. So it has a camera. You can take a picture directly, or you go to your album if you've already taken the picture, and you select the picture and go. Then it will help, or it'll start loading and identifying. And there we have it, guys. This is a lantana, common lantana. I'm just gonna scroll down so that you can see, get a bit more information about this plant and see what it's all about. You can see the pictures there look exactly like the one that we just saw. So if you just scroll down, you can see. Okay, I'll scroll down any minute now. I just want you guys to see how it looks like in the album on the app itself. Common lantana is highly invasive and easily competes with other plants for nutrients and affects the growth of other plants. So okay, like I said, not only is it alien, but it's also invasive, which is not good. Some tips. And then people often ask these questions, which is very interesting. Why is lantana a problem? Is it poisonous? How does a common lantana? Yeah, anyway. And then the description: well-known small shrub with a wide variety of cultivators. It makes a good broader plant. So common lantana. This plant is often called Latin name for wayfaring tree, blah blah blah. Some interesting facts. Symbolism, environmental threats, which is interesting. It's native to tropical areas of American countries, but due to its popularity, an ornamental plant, exactly like I said, it looks pretty. It has spread to more than 50 countries. It is considered very invasive species in areas outside its native range, especially in Australia. It's considered a weed. So exactly what I said. So some characteristics: it's a shrub, 1 to 2 meters. That's correct. That's how tall it was. And scientific name, the family, order, class, phylum, pests and disease. So it does get powdery mildew. That's interesting. Now the conditions, requirement, we wouldn't want to know all of this because you don't want to plant this in any case because it's alien and it's invasive. So we don't need to know the care guide and all of that. The uses, effects of soil, economic value, garden use. I don't think we need to know all of that because we're not going to plant it. We're not going to be taking care of it because we don't want it. It's not good for our natural or indigenous plants and ecosystem anyway. So anyway, I scroll back up just so that we can look at these beautiful flowers. Some more information. It is a weed. It's toxic. It doesn't affect us humans so much because I don't think we go around eating plants. But with actual animals, cattle, etc., to them, they might not be smart enough to know that it's toxic, and they might actually eat it. So it's toxic to them. There's some information. I'm not going to read it. Environmental threats. Like I said, it is an alien invasive, and just how to identify it with those pretty looking flowers. It's gonna go to the leaves now, but it doesn't say anything about the guava smell. That's just something personally I picked up. You see, it doesn't talk anything about the smell of the leaves. its leaves are ovate with evenly shallow on the margins, branches. Yeah, but it doesn't talk about the guava smell. That's something I picked up personally. So this is how to control it, which is important if like you are in a natural setting, ecosystem, you want to control your alien invasive plants, because then they affect your whole ecosystem, be it a reserve, a farm, like, you know, big rangelands that still have natural ecosystems. You'd want to control it. So yeah, that is that, guys. I hope you enjoyed.